Hey, what's going on, guys? It's B-Bang, and today I'm gonna be starting a new free-to-play series on this account. I made a brand new account, and I remember I tried to do the free-to-play experience one time, but back when I started my what's now my alternate account, it was actually during the Ninja event, and then I didn't realize, you'd get the chance to get the 6-star Awakened Ninja. So pretty much after that, I made that account my second kind of pay to win account. But I always wanted to go back and actually play a free to play account, because the idea I always liked the idea of doing a free to play account, but I never truly invested in doing that sort of thing. So, but honestly, on the alt account, that was kind of just crazy, because I had the 6-star Awakened Ninja, and I pulled a Krizia as my first legendary. Like, funny enough, so that was kind of that would have been a really boring free to play experience, because like obviously nobody starts like that. So I kind of wanted to make a different account that was more free to play based, something that wasn't just instantly like pay to win. I always feel like, from the viewer's perspective, if you say you're gonna do a free to play account and then instantly get like a bunch of broken legendaries, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of what a free to play account is. So I mean, and I say that now, but what's really funny is right now, for if you start a brand new account, you're actually going to get a free Supreme Galek if you put in the code Supreme6. So maybe weird timing, but that is also partially why I wanted to start this new account. When I first started the game on my main account, I actually used, so I mean, the first time around when I had my main account, I actually chose Elhain on my main account, and then for that alternate account, I used Kale, because I thought I was going to be just the craziest free to play experience where I use the most efficient guy. But I think on this one I gotta go Galek, because obviously you're getting the Supreme Galek, so might as well make the dream combo. This is pretty exciting, starting a new account, because when you're on your main account, you kind of get to a point where you've just stalled. I actually still don't have Romantu on my main account, mainly because you can do every single challenge, and the ones that get you are the arena challenges, because let me tell you, it has never been like sweatier to do anything in the arena. And when you start getting into those high level challenges, it's like, oh, reach gold 1 in tag team arena, and then like stay in, and it's just, oh my gosh, that took me so long. Like, at first it was like, get to like gold 4, which was whatever. The breaking through from the gold to the platinum arena is just like crazy work, especially when you get into tag team arena. I feel like tag team is like that one area of the game that, like, it is so power crept. I mean, you start fighting like tough teams at like silver, because I was like hard stuck in silver 4 for like half a year, it feels, until I was finally able to, just like last week, break into the gold 1 arena. And even then I'm like barely gold 1, and it's just like instantly like even above that. So not really sure how far I'm going to try to take this account. Obviously I'm going to be playing it in my spare time, but you never know. We'll just see how this goes. And right now is actually crazy timing. They just announced that if you start a brand new account, actually I wonder if if my referral code worked. I'm not really sure. Holy crap, it actually worked. I don't know how many people I've actually referred to play this game, and those first, if you've never actually tried to do this, those first couple are pretty crazy. Like, trying to convince your friends to play this game is already hard enough, and then you finally convince your buddy to download the game, and you go and get the referral code, and it just doesn't work. I think I've had like 7 people join my code, and all 7 of them have failed. And go figure, I am my own first referral. I think what the key to it, guys, is if you're gonna do this, just word of advice, definitely get the referral link from your Plarium Play account, because if you're like on a mobile device, I don't know what the deal is, but you'll send that code or text message it or send it to your friend on a social media or something, and it just doesn't work. But go figure, I got the Plarium Play, right, referral link, and it happened to work. So that's pretty cool. So if you are a referral, you actually get these instant rewards. Nothing too crazy, auto battles, some energy, and some cash. cash. So that's pretty cool considering that it actually worked. Man, now I gotta really get to like level 50 so I can claim my one free shard. Isn't that pretty cool? But as I was saying, right now is a pretty cool time for a raid right now, because if you ever started maybe I'll put my referral in the link of this video. You know, if you guys want to start a new account and for whatever reason use my referral link, feel free to do it. Not that I'm affiliated or anything sort of way. Maybe if I post a few more videos this year, I'll actually get like sponsored or into the program, which would be the ultimate end goal. But right now we're just having fun. But right now for raid, it is the 6th anniversary, so if you log in, it's like a, you know, one of those calendar events. Actually pretty good free rewards. I mean, you know, you're getting, not that it's like you're getting like huge money worth, but if you really think about it, you're at least getting probably what's like 25 bucks worth of stuff, because I mean right here alone that's like $5 a shard, and that's probably like $3 or $4 a book. So pretty good value, all for free. But anyways, man, I guess there's a ton of deals. What's going on here? You get a silver pack for what? Gee, okay, I guess we're starting off the alt account pretty hot. Like, don't mess around when it comes to the codes. Definitely get the guaranteed free legendary if you're going to do it, and then who knows, maybe try your luck and put in all the other codes, see if it'll let you, because you're a brand new player or whatever. But I would not put in any of those codes that you get, like Masylum Mage. I think I've seen that one too. There's actually a couple of creators that have pretty good codes. I've seen one for, let me see, for Banner Lords. Like, a lot of people are having the Sigmund referral links, and then you can also get, I don't know if it still works, but if you type in Monkey King, you get Sun Wukong for free. If I am not in the way, there we go. You can get him for free. What else have I seen? I don't know if I know of anyone else's codes. Oh, there is one. A lot of creators now have Corrado, which I guess that's pretty cool. I don't have him on any of my accounts, but free champion's free champion. But today I am actually ascending past all of that, because I'm pretty sure this is the best code they've ever done. If you go into your, I mean, I'm on Plarium Play, so if you're on a mobile device, you got to go to the website. I pretty much just Google Raid Shadow Legends promo code. You type that in, and it'll do that. And you got to have your Plarium Play ID, and then you can put that in. But if you go to your support codes, what is it? Supreme 6. Oh my god, isn't that crazy? Just right off the bat, they're like, all right, here you go, Supreme Gale, and then you get brews, potions, 300k, relic charm, not relic charms, just charms for the forge, free energy, some, man, 2 million gold. Like, see, back in the day, you did not get good free stuff like this. So, and I'm not like one to like glaze Plarium by any means, but man, if I've ever seen like quality when it comes to like just a free starter champion, yeah, that would be it for sure. So this is gonna be interesting. I think the free to play is more like, watch me beat 90% of the game with like Supreme Galek, and once I get like Geomancer, it's pretty much end game. But I mean, as I was saying, now there's never been a better time to start a new account. So like, if you've ever considered maybe doing a free to play or even having a second alternate account, I would highly suggest doing the Gale Supreme Galek promo code, because wow, when are they ever going to give you a free, like, look it, I have like I have 3 champions right now. They force you to get Sniper, I have Galek, and now I have a Void legendary champion, and I can't even like go into my tavern. Like, that's how cool that is. And you know, other tips and tricks, when you first start out, you're getting a lot of freebies. Like, I don't even know how I just got the 400 Plarium points. I didn't see honestly where that came from, but every day you get like up to 6 like Plarium points, so over time that kind of builds up. If you didn't know, when you start a new account, you can watch all the Arbiter series stuff, and you don't really have to do it. You pretty much just copy the code. You like click it, say, oh yeah, let me copy the code, it gives it to you. Just go through all of them, copy the link, and I don't know, you get probably a decent like 1 1,000 energy or so right off the bat. Let me quickly go through that. And man, you know, starting back at day one, sometimes I honestly forget what a lot of these look like. And what's really funny is when I did my alternate account, at that point, I got Arbiter like probably around playing days. Cause yeah, it took me about half a year to get Arbiter. So I want to say I was maybe halfway through here and here. But granted, that was with, you know, 6-star Awakened Ninja, and I did happen to pull a Crizia as my, like, first pull legendary, so that was pretty crazy. Campaign was easy. Every boss in the game becomes pretty much nothing at that point. So starting off on day one, what else can we do day one? Everything, yeah, you gotta join a clan to pretty much access most of this stuff. Or I mean, not to access it, but here we are again. I gotta get to level 42 before I can even do souls and whatnot. And when you first start account, you know, it may be kind of you kind of just don't know really where to begin. If you haven't like played raid or whatever, it might be a little bit intimidating because there's a lot more content than what used to be. You got your Great Halls, your Guardian Rings, your Altar of Souls, multiple dungeons, factions, Doom Tower, Curse, Siege, right? Not that you unlock those anytime soon, but I think starting out, I've thought about this a couple times, like what my goal was going to be and how to progress as fast as possible. I would pretty much recommend when you start these new accounts, try to blow through these challenges as quickly as possible, because this is where you're going to get a lot of your energy, your silver, potions, right? And they're super easy. They're not like, I bet you I can throw like no gear on and probably beat stage 3 of these keeps with Galek now. But that's what I would recommend. Definitely go through and start doing like all the challenges. And I think my game plan is you got to get to Palace of Aravia, and you want to farm the boots. The speed boots are going to be the most important part of a free-to-play experience, because when you first start out, I think there's only 2 things you really want to focus on. You probably want to have decent crit rate, right? You want to have speed, and anything that requires, like, so for me, I'm using Supreme Galek, right? I'm definitely going to want to focus accuracy. Apprentice Pass. Oh, I didn't know that they actually put a new pass on here. Oh, this is just for being like a free to play. That's pretty cool. Apprentice challenges. Huh. I did not know they actually did this. Is it totally free or? Oh yeah, go figure, right? Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's how they draw you in. So if you're trying to do a free to play, be wary of that. So let me see what I get for the top row. So at the end of this, you know, I don't know if that's really worth it. I guess you get like a semi decent reviver. I use her on my main account, but I wouldn't say that she's just worth, you know, dropping like, what the heck did that say, 25 bucks on her? Well, 15 bucks, but I don't know, not really worth it. I mean, to be honest, I think you can get her from like a free code. If you didn't already do the Supreme Galek thing or whatever, you can just get her from a free code. I think what's also really funny too is that right now you can like, depending on what route you want it to go, I honestly think the Supreme Galek route is pretty OP, and at the same time you're able to do the Alice chase right now. So after 7 days you're gonna get Alice from the Alice in Wonderland event, and then after day 14 you go into the second phase, where you're then gonna have a little, like, I don't know, 2 weeks or whatever, so to try to get the whatever. I've got that on my main account. It's a little bit harder on a free-to-play account, especially at first when you don't have a whole bunch of resources, because you're gonna have to run, like, yeah, so, you know, if you're looking at this, you're gonna have to run dungeons like 500 times, or do 500 campaign missions, or no, you're gonna have to do 1,000 if you're doing that, do faction wars like 500 times, you know, however that breaks down. So you're gonna have to spend a lot of energy and a lot of resources to even get close to doing that, but that is an option. So that'll be pretty cool to get Alice after this event. But yeah, I have this weird like strategy that I like to do It's based off of how my first experience went on my main account. When you first start, I feel like you are just like 10 or 20 like pulls away from getting like a legendary. I don't know how anyone's experience goes, but it to me it always felt like the rates of pulling your first legendary was extremely boosted, right? Do not just be sending a whole bunch of ancient shards, because if you're gonna get a legendary, you definitely want to get the void legendary. I don't know, that's just maybe call it superstition or whatnot, but that's just how it seems to me. So honestly, I would not even pull any ancient shards until you get that first void legendary. You know, take it or leave it. If you want my advice, I definitely say when it comes to beginner's luck, it really does seem to be so if you want to start the game off super crazy, you already got, you're gonna get Alice, you're gonna get Supreme Galek. Just hold off on the ancient shards for a good while and just only pull voids. You might get lucky, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because obviously I don't think I want to post like hours worth of footage. I might try to make like 20-minute videos, 10 to 20-minute videos, maybe like progression that I'm making on the free to play or whatnot. I'm gonna do some thinking to see how I want to do this, but maybe I'll even live stream it. I'm not even sure. I always considered maybe doing live streaming, and the free to play account might actually be something that's fun to live stream on. So I don't know, you never know. And you know, with that being said, hopefully this turns into a good video series. Not sure how crazy I'm gonna go on these on this journey. It took me about half a year to get Arbiter on my last alternate account, but that was with you know, pay to win strategies. This one I feel like is going to go a lot slower, so hopefully it's kind of fun to watch. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy this series and this becomes something that's fun for me to do. I know summoning videos all the time isn't like the most interesting thing to watch, so hopefully this brings some variety to my channel that it so desperately needs. I'm not sure how crazy I'm going to go on this free-to-play journey, but I'll try to update the channel with updates on how I'm progressing or how quickly it's taking me to do stuff. I'll record like highlights here and there of how I'm gonna do this and try to make some videos that are enjoyable to watch. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this first video, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So I'll catch you in the next video, guys.